Let's continue from where we left off. Open command prompt and type dir. Now what we call folder at the graphical user interface is what we call directory at the command prompt interface. Hit enter after typing dir. Now these are all the folders contained in the Kobby folder. To access any of these directories, type cd for change directory and then type the name of the directory you want to access. Hit enter. So we are now in the desktop folder. Also, if you want to move back to the Kobby folder, just type cd for change directory followed by 2 dots and then hit enter. Now we are now back to the Kobby folder. Let's create a directory in the command prompt interface, what we call folder at the graphical user interface. After which we go back to our desktop to check if we can find that folder. First, let's see all the folders on our desktop. So now we have 5 folders there. You understand? So we are going to create a folder here and then we will go back to check if the folder will appear there. Let me just suppose both interface so you know what we are doing. Okay, so now to create a folder, type mk for make and then followed by directory dir, give space and then you put the name of the folder. So in this case I'm going to name it drive and then you hit enter. Now let's go back to the graphical user interface to check. That's the folder we just created. So we created a directory called drive at the command prompt interface and it has been shown here at the graphical user interface. Okay, so let's create another folder within the drive folder. So we click on cd drive, hit enter and then we create the folder. So mk for make folder, dir for directory and then the name of the folder. So in this case we are going to call it, let me say Andy. Then hit enter. So let's go back to the graphical interface to check if the Andy folder has been created. Open it and there it is. Now that we've created the Andy folder, let us create a file within the Andy folder. So before we do that, let us access the Andy folder. So cd for change directory and then Andy and hit enter. So we are in the Andy folder. Now to create the file within the folder, use the command echo, give space and then type the content. So in this case we name it test and a greater sign and then you type the name of the file you are creating. So test.txt, you understand, and you hit enter. Now let us access the folder from the graphical user interface and see if the text is not there. There you see it. And so we just created a file within the Andy folder. Alternatively, if you are wanted to create a file that will open in a Word document, just repeat the same thing, echo for the command, space, test, greater sign, same name test. But in this case, the extension will be doc, hit enter. So there we have it. Check the graphical user interface. That is it. So that is the file we just created. To delete these files that we've created in the Andy folder, use the command del for delete and type the name of the file. So in this case test.txt and hit enter. There you see. So the first file we created is gone. Now let's delete this one as well. So same process, del for delete, then the name of the file followed by the extension and hit enter. So this. Now let's delete any of the folders that we just created. Now to delete the folder, you go back and then you type rm for remove followed by dir for directory space then the name of the folder. So in this case, let's start by deleting the Andy and hit enter. Now let's go back to desktop, drive. Now you see the Andy folder it has been deleted. As you can see, I have also removed the drive folder. What you must know is that when you remove a folder from the command prompt interface, it does not go into the recycle bin. Let's check. You understand? It does not go into the recycle bin. So that is how you create folders using the command prompt, and also how you remove folders using the same command prompt.